precious gems. This is an original piece. Warning, there is mild SA. He is my brother's best. He gets on with my brother and the rest of my family. My parents treat him like a son. Only we can't stand each other anymore. You're such an egotistical asshole. I once yelled at him during a family dinner. No one was asked to apologize. They simply ignored it and moved on. Flynn always had an anorexic-looking bimbo on his arm. He went through girls like red Solo cups at a kid's birthday party. Once, during our senior year, someone started a rumor that he slept with me. He never said or did anything about it. So one day I announced that not only was he really bad, but he called out my brother's name twice. Blaire, why did you make things worse? My twin brother Blaine complained to me because he didn't do anything about it. For almost 3 months, Flynn couldn't get a date or a blowjob. He repeatedly asked me to tell everyone that he didn't say my brother's name. So you want people to think that we... People really thought we fucked. Yeah, and I don't know who started it. I sighed, defeated, as I turned and walked away. My brother and Flynn had been really good friends, and they had good luck with dating. Both were tall, toned track stars. My brother had short brown hair, and Flynn had brown, beautiful curls piled on top of his head. Actually, Flynn had more muscles, but that doesn't matter. Now, I don't look bad. I'm not hot, just cute. I'm a little thicker, and my thighs are up together. I've got giant boobs, and I'm so much shorter than my brother. I didn't speak again to Flynn until the night of our graduation. Flynn was hosting a huge party at his place because his parents were always away. My boyfriend and I only wanted to make out, and we only went because of the free alcohol, and I likely wouldn't run into Flynn. There were countless rooms in his house, a giant pool, and it was 3 stories. Together, my boyfriend and I ended up in Flynn's garage. There were 6 really cool sports cars, a cool vintage convertible, and a sensible looking one. Flynn's. We started making out, and he laid me down on top of a yellow Italian looking car. First, we were fine, or I was, and I don't know, I felt too drunk. I didn't want my first time to be like this. Stop, please. My voice was a little slurred. I started trying to slap his hand from going up my skirt. Come on, babe, I'm horny. He strongly forced his hand up, sliding under the fabric of my thong. No! I pushed on his chest, trying to get some distance. I could feel him hard against me. He was maybe 4 or 5 inches, but those 4 or 5 inches still scared me. I said yes. He tried to grab my long, curly hair, only I kneed him in the nuts and shoved my palm up into his nose. Ah! He hollered, and I could feel the tears pouring down my face as I sped out of the garage. Yes, I was still a little drunk. The room was spinning, neon glow sticks and couples grinding to techno music banged in my ears, but I was more aware and sobering up quickly. I was trying to push my way through the crowd, looking for my brother or my best friend. Either would do. I hollered over the music, asking others if they'd seen Blaine or my best friend Jan, but everyone shook their heads. I even tried every room that opened, but I also had to pee. No one seemed to be up on the third floor, so I started checking for the bathroom. I'd found it, but I also found my brother banging his girlfriend. So I quietly closed that door and headed for a room at the end of the hall. As soon as I closed it, I regretted it. Blaire, what's wrong? Flynn looked up from his paperback. Only wearing a white tank and gray sweatpants. Guess he thought I was my brother for a minute. The tears came again and I held up my hands. I was a little drunk, but now I'm not. But I told him no. Well, Blaire, what happened? He placed his book down and scurried to my side. He softly took my hand and turned it to examine it. Dried blood ran from my wrist to my elbow, so I told him exactly what happened. I'll kill him, he growled, pushing past me with anger I've never witnessed in him. Hey, he could be on the ground dead after what I just did to him. My hand caught his arm. Not only could I feel the blood rushing through his veins, but I could feel his jagged blue lines under my fingertips. Fine, if he's dead. With no idea. You were in here with me all night. And her? I pointed to the snoring senior on his black love seat. I think she drank too much, so I just let her be. She was pretty, with her long brown hair and copper highlights. Tragritty, I think her name was. And we casually moved her, making sure she wouldn't stumble, and placed her on the brown leather couch in the next room. Let's wash you off. He led me to the bathroom in his room. I let him, and he was gentle and sweet. The warmness he always left me with stayed in my chest. I'm almost surprised you weren't telling me that I asked for it. I air quoted. Fuck no. You really think that of me, Blaire? Hurt was swimming in his eyes as he paused. I'm sorry. I guess you never would. At least old you wouldn't. My eyes searched his amber once. I deserved that. You've changed, Flynn. You're quiet when you used to be outspoken. And you were plenty quiet before. Flynn used to be the quiet, observant bookworm that sat in the corner. Except when we used to hang out, we could chat for hours, or we would lounge on my bed, or sometimes his all day long. But around most everyone else, excluding my brother, he didn't say much. Actually, come to think of it, he was just speechless in general. I'm sorry, Blaire. Why? Which part? He tossed the washcloth into the trash, probably to get rid of any of the evidence. I don't know. You just don't talk. He sighed and he took my hand in his as we made our way back to his super soft bed. I couldn't help but lay and get comfortable on the black silk sheets. Comfy? He became my big spoon, draping his muscular arm over my waist. So comfy. My hand rests on top of his. We haven't done this since middle school. I miss this. His chin was on my shoulder. Not just this, but being close with you, he admitted. I think I got so angry at you because I missed you. I know you're Blaine's best friend, but sometimes I pretended you were my best friend. My pointer finger tapped his hand. You were my best friend, and I let you go. I got swept up in being popular because I finally joined your brother's sports. Everyone thought I was a dumb bohunk, and when I tried to talk, I got shushed. Girls only wanted sex, nothing else, and I just let them. They all went through me, but it isn't their fault, it's mine, because I let them. My actions led to this. He choked, and I could tell he was about to cry. No one has ever wanted the real me. He removed his arm. That's not true. I sat up onto the bed. Even my own parents didn't come to my graduation. And my parents cheered you on when you walked across that stage. Hell, even I did. He slowly rose to face me better. Yeah? Water was collected all around his eyes. Yeah, dork. I snatched a pillow off his bed and hit him. Hey! His eyes widened and he snatched another pillow and swung it at me. For a minute we acted like kids and I felt like I had him back. I hadn't heard him laugh like that in a long time. I need to tell you something, Blaire Bear. Uh-oh. He hadn't called me that in a long-ass time. What? You started that rumor about us? I teased. But then his shoulders rose as he tensed up, and his eyes darted to the bed. Part of me was furious. I about got up and stormed out. Why? I asked him instead, to get your reaction. He looked past me, now as he slumped over. Why, though? Why do that? What's the core, Flynn? Because I've wanted it to be true for a long time, Blaire.